looking at the charts, and we are going to be for a while, but I hope everyone is doing good. uh, as you can see, the drop is still continuing. It's a continuation of gold dropping. But you're all welcome to the live stream. I hope you're doing good today. It is a good Wednesday, the 24th of June, and we are here once again. We are here to look at the markets. We are here to look at the markets and to look at the charts. But you're very, very welcome to the live stream again. We are back from the ruins. Yeah, I hope you have been trading better. I hope you have been trading really, really well. As for me, I've been on the charts and I've been observing and seeing what is going on. Gabriela, how are you? How are you doing today? I hope you're doing good. How has your Wednesday been? But you're Gabriel, I remember you well. You're not Gabriela, you're Gabriel. But I hope you have been good today. It is a Wednesday. We are just in the middle of the week. Gideon, how are you doing? I hope you're good, man. And I hope trading is going on well. As for me, I cannot complain. I can't complain. So what's new with you, Gabriel? Anything new in your life? Because I'm interested in knowing what's going on since the last time we talked. Well, guys, don't forget to like the stream. Make sure you leave a like. Those of you that are on TikTok, make sure you definitely like the stream. Thank you very much to those that are doing it right now. So my name is Joseph, or you can call me Joe. I trade a lot of times, and I look at the gold chart mainly. I've been looking at it for the past, I don't know, 6 years. Why the gold went down this week like that? Of course, the market moves the way it moves. So you have to know that there is a probability. My trade today wasn't good today. That is okay. Like sometimes trades are not good, and you should get used to the losses that come, and maximize on the profits that can come in. But definitely we saw gold dropping. I'm sorry for those who are on YouTube, you cannot see but the charts, but it has been dropping since when? Since way back. Let me first put this one to show my days really well. I want to see sessions. So if you look at the drop, it came from Wednesday last week. This is between Wednesday and Thursday. So this is New York of Wednesday. So since Wednesday last week, gold dropped. And it is Wednesday this week and it is still dropping. So you have to understand that the market will do whatever it wants. That is one. Your role as you is to do what? To find positions, all trade setups, all opportunities that align with that market movement. For example, now a person might be like, it has dropped too much, now it is going to go up, but that is not analysis, right? It is analysis, but it is not at the same time. So you have to always find your system. They call it, you find your strategy. That's what people like to call it. But it is a whole system, not just a strategy that you have to follow. For example, you come, you do analysis on the 1 hour chart, you do analysis on the 15 minutes, you do analysis on the scalpers on the 5 minutes, and then what your strategy tells you is what you go with. Thank you for those that are liking the stream. You guys are the best. I appreciate you very much. And if you're not yet doing that, you can, because it is the only way you can support this live stream. But yeah, we come here and trade. We always come on. Damn. Gideon, the hawkish Fed from FOMC meeting is causing the strengthening the dollar, drop in gold, EU, GU, rise in UJ. Yeah, that could be part of it. Anyway, it could be part of it. Those who do the fundamentals, like Gabriel is explaining to you there, Gideon. He's a fundamentals guy. But those who do technical, yeah, you stick to your technicals. But that is mainly it. And I know there is a lot of you that are going to be successful traders in the chat right now. You just have, you don't have to give up. I think stick to your guns. Sadiq, what about SNR? What about them? Tell us. Sadiq, tell us, what about them? But yeah, that is mainly it. And of course, if you look at other pairs, not just gold, if you look at oil, it has also been dropping. So, like Gabriel said, the dollar is strengthening. That is why most of these things are, dropping, most of the pairs. If you look at the S&P 500, it is moving. It consolidated, but it drops after that, a lot of consolidation here, but then the drop continues. And this is what we've seen, in the New York session. Fundamental only gives us direction. We follow technicals for entry. That is right. But the fundamentals are also important. Mohammed, how are you doing? I hope you're good. Lulu is also here. You're back. I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. I hope you're also doing good wherever you guys are. Your New York session is wrong time. This is not mine. This is not mine. It is just an indicator that shows me, So when does yours start? First tell us. When does your New York session begin? But of course, S&P is dropping, You have settings. This is an indicator for Lux Algo. It's sessions. The indicator is called sessions. It shows me what sessions they are. Now you're saying my New York session, it is the lax algo indicator that shows me that. But of course, and the time you're saying it is, you know, it is the right time. You will watch the live. Thank you very much. Turkey is a nice country, definitely. Turkey is a very good country to visit, actually. Hello, ballers. How are you today? I hope you guys are good, man. Yeah, that is what I wish for everybody. It's a beautiful Wednesday, and we are just here on the chat looking at, different pairs. Let me see. Oh, BTC is at 59, man. Look at that drop. Wow. Oh, look at that BTC drop, man. Oh, yeah. Do I still use fundamentals? I mainly use technical. Oh, do you still use funded next? Yeah, but I don't have an account with them now. But I use them. I use funded next. I have with FTMO and GFT. So, also, guys, check in my bio on TikTok. There is a link to Bybit. You guys should have a crypto account. Most of you trade. Messi's dad is what? No, that is a lie. Are you sure? Messi's dad is sick. He might not play. I don't know about that. Florida is also a nice country. Florida is a state. It's not a country, bro. You wish to go to America. Okay, one time you will go. So I was still saying that you got everybody on this stream should have a crypto account. I love your trading, the video where you receive your first payout. Bro, that video was so emotional to me, and it still carries me up to now. Guys, make sure you like the stream, okay? Those on YouTube, leave a like, and those on TikTok, tap the screen so that other people get to know that we're here. But Salongo, I was telling you that video is such an important video in my trading because it was raw, it was genuine, I think it defined me at that moment in time. And all those things are very possible for everybody, for most of us, those are very possible things, okay? So, yeah. Those of you that haven't watched that video, you should go to my YouTube channel, same names. The video is there. How important was it for you, for your family, and the people around you in your journey? It was not that important to my family. Mainly, it was important to me because my trading, I'm a loner. That I can call it that. I've traded alone most of the time because when you see that video, I was doing the videos as an outlet because I used to sit in that room for a very long time and trade. I had a job actually, so the money was very, very important. It gave me times I don't know how much I was earning at my workplace, right? But it was such an important video, and I even go back and watch it because it was so genuine. It was something that I didn't believe that it was happening. But yeah, that video, if you have not yet watched it, you're missing. Sky wants to play Blocket. No, I don't play Blocket anymore because you guys were hacking Blocket. Nowadays I only trade, okay? Yeah, it got you smiling, bro. I thanked God a lot of times. I thanked God a lot of times for that payout. It defined trading. Now, even if I spend years without getting anything, I know trading works because it defined trading for me, and it helped motivate a lot of people that watched it, and they are earning payouts at this moment. So thank you for bringing it up actually, because it was such an important video for me. It is those of you that haven't watched it, the video I'm talking about is on YouTube. It is up there on YouTube. The time I got my first payout, it is the most watched video on my channel, and Funded Next paid me out a lot of money, bro. It paid me out a lot of money, and from that video I've been able to, you know, am I trading today? Yeah, I've been on the charts, but you know, my entry, I missed my entry, so I left it alone. Yeah, I left it alone. And you know, since then it has defined my trading system. Actually, after that video, I got that payout. Then the next month I was getting payouts. It was such a good feeling, that I felt like finally trading was paying off. That was the feeling. So someone wants to go for Funding Pips as their first account. Funding Pips is good actually. Funding Pips is a very good prop farm, and it is a bit affordable. The thing about, you know, you have to find your system. You have to find a system that does what works for you. All else, you will keep struggling, you know, for the longest time. Are you funded? Yeah, I am. What do you think about futures versus CFDs, prop farms? Futures is a bit cheaper. Futures prop farms are a bit cheaper, but also the rules are a bit riskier. Like trading futures is riskier than CFDs. CFDs is a bit calm and collected, but futures is good actually. It is good because if you see the accounts, they are cheaper than the CFD accounts, right? Because if you go to Top Step, you know, their 50K is way cheaper than a 50K on either Funded Next or FTMO. But also, you know, their drawdown, maximum drawdown is also a bit small, because you take a drawdown of 2,000, you're out of the account. But here you can even go to 10K. Minus 10, I mean 50K, you go like minus what, 5K, and you're still in. Yeah. What do you okay, how long have you been trading? 6 years now, my friend. Frank, I've been trading 6 years at the moment. There are protection for African traders. What do you mean by that? No protection. So which type of protection do you want? Is FX Pro a good app for trading? I don't know what FX Pro is. Never. I think I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is, man. What is the pair, the best pair you like trading? I like gold. Before I was trading GBP USD. GBP USD used to be my boy, man. But after that, I turned to gold. Yeah, there is no protection for futures African traders. Yeah, but it all starts somewhere. For example, most prop firms do not serve Africans for futures. Like we have their platforms we don't have. Like someone, you know, opening up Trade of It could be difficult. You know, that is the futures side. But I've seen Top Step works here. The name is Camilio. You can watch on it. They say that even Messi said that he is. Oh, that is tough, man. Messi's dad is sick. That is what someone is telling me. I hope, you know, he gets better. We hope Messi's dad gets better so that he can enjoy the World Cup and Messi can win it again for him. But yeah, that is the story of futures with Africa. I even made a video. I made a whole video about it. because it is very interesting to trade futures. Actually, it is interesting. You sit on the chart, you start observing, you get to, you enter positions and you see them moving. But if for CFDs, like, you even sleep, the position is still playing, it is a different ball game altogether, but it is nice. Those of you that can trade futures, you try them out. It is not very, very expensive. It is a bit, affordable. Yeah, but if you first understand and become good with CFDs, that is the main point. Become very good with CFDs, then you can transform to what? To futures. But if you're not good with CFDs, then you jump onto futures, then you go and mess up there. It is not, encouraging. So, Salongo, are you like a Salongo in real life, or you just gave yourself that nickname? What did I study in university? I studied a bachelor's in science called guidance and counseling. And what I do is I guide and counsel people. For example, if you've heard of therapist, that is mainly what I'm supposed to be doing, like encouraging you guys. Like, for example, if someone, is from war, like if someone's mental health is unstable, I get to talk to them, right? For example, if you became sick, like you became sick, let us say of a chronic illness, I would be the guy to come and tell you, it's not the end of the world. So that is what I studied. You find us in hospitals, you find us in schools and in companies, because there is occupational therapy, there is marriage counseling, there is education, how is it called? There's child counseling, there is a lot of things. What are requirements needed to trade? There are no requirements. Trading is the only open space. Yeah. How do you get the money from Rise? Is it easy? I sometimes hate P2E, P2P for crypto. Like, why do you hate P2P? I think it is the most convenient, but from Rise you can send it to your bank account. That is what you connect your bank to Rise. But I don't know, why do you hate P2P? P2P I thought was easy, especially if you just do what? You just use, you do everything online, bro. No stressing. Okay, now I hope I'm back, because my network is on and off, man. I don't know what is going on, but my network is on and off. But I hope you can hear me and see me loud and clear. I feel unsafe. I use Telegram. The rates. Now, I think P2P should, like crypto, should be the future for you, man. Crypto should be the future. Boris, I'm back, man. I've been sick, you guy. Hey, I've been sick, my friend, but we thank God that I'm much better now. So, guys, make sure you go use the link in my bio, open it with the browser. The link in my bio, you open it with the browser and open it using Chrome or any browser that you use, then sign up for Bybit. It is what I'm partnering with now. Very soon I'll bring you a broker that I've been using for a long time. I'll give you a link very soon. But yeah, that is basically it. When I ever wanna give up, I immediately run to check your old videos. It's a great motivation. Bro, thank you very much for watching those videos, man. But trading is tough, bro. It is very tough, and I salute everyone that sticks to trading and tries to make it work, because it is the only way out, man. There is no other way out apart from trading. So shout out to you, man. And I'm glad that you are able to get some motivation from those videos, because it can be very tough at some point. You don't know if you should give up, or and even if you give up, you always end up coming back. You always end up coming back, bro. So it is always tough, but trust me, there is a reason. There is a reason as to why you do what? You always come back. Hello, my friend. How are you today? I hope you're good. Watch one video. Lulu, how are you? Yeah, we are not seeing. What are you not seeing, my friend? Are the what? My screen. I know you guys are only seeing me. Sorry for that. But like the stream, guys, the people on TikTok are seeing the whole view of the stream. And I've not yet worked on the YouTube thing. I always say I'm going to work on it, but it is taking a lot of time. But you want to start what app? Come on, go to YouTube and then say, how do I start trading? Then they'll tell you, they'll bring you MetaTrader 5 and they'll bring you TradingView, and then you start from there. Yeah, you guys cannot see the chart because it is up there. You see, that is the chart right there. And the problem, you guys can't see it. But that is my chart that I'm looking at. But I decide to show you my face. Now I don't know. You guys want to see the chart or the face? So you guys should decide. You have to sleep, Lulu. It's okay. Thank you very much for being here. Bro, 100, is it possible to make 5 every day? I tried that challenge when I was starting, actually. For me, I had like 300 and I took it like to 900. I wanted 50 every day. It is possible. But it is best you do it on currency pairs. Okay, Lulu, you have to sleep. That's okay, bro. Have a good night today. And I'm also going to take up that challenge, actually. I'm waiting for you people to sign up so that we do the challenge, but I'm going to do it on BTC. I'm going to do it on BTC because gold is very volatile. You can do it quickly, but it can also go really quickly. So I'm going to go on BTC and try to turn 100, maybe like 10 a day or something. That would be, it is possible, but some days you're losing, right? So I'm waiting for people to sign up with Bybit. Then I'm going to be even trading on Bybit, which I've not done, bro. But I'm excited. So what's the minimum amount to start? You see people are starting with 100. It is possible. Gabriel, how are you, man? Gabriel is also here on TikTok. Do you have Telegram? Yeah, I have a Telegram group. And I also have Telegram, actually. I have a Telegram group. I have a WhatsApp group. Because if you can send me a WhatsApp, I can easily add you all. You let me know. I want to join the Telegram or the WhatsApp, something like that. I don't want this one where I have like 10K people, no. I prefer my 100 people, and then we can trade together very well. But so the person who was asking about 100, yeah, it is possible. You can turn it into something. Talk about risk management, please. What should we talk about risk management? Those are supposed to be lessons. But just to say a little bit about it, it is one of the most important things that is going to keep you in the game long time. Not just on the charts, but also in the profits you make, right? Risk management is quite important, guys. So when you're trading, it is just, controlling your risk and understanding that this is what I'm willing to do, what to lose, so that the whole account does not go into ruins, okay? You have to be very, very vigilant and also fighting, yourself to not like do those things. All that is risk management, guys. But now you have to get a very good lot size that will give you comfort and will not be terrible for you. Am I soon going to enter XAUSD? Am I going to enter gold? My analysis doesn't tell me to enter. So I might not enter right now. Because now, there could be a continuation to the downside. But also, that level was rejected before. So I'm waiting. Maybe it is going to break through it or just, reject it again. Both those things are happening. Your system of trend lines is simple. What time frames do you use when analyzing? I use the 15-minute and also 1 hour. It is quite simple, but the problem is now the problem could be yourself. The positions you're entering, you cannot wait enough because most people can't wait actually. That is a very, very hard truth. Like you cannot wait. You see this one and you want to like, you see the way market is sweet this week. Yeah, it is very nice. It has been melting the whole time. The sellers are in control. They are, just get a pullback and sell. Because I've seen all those market, conditions happen. There was a time when all you did to do was to wake up in Asian session, place a buy and sleep. That was a period of its own time. Like you just wake up, you enter buys and then go back to sleep. Now, what people are doing, you wake up, you enter sales and sleep. You wake up in massive gains. Is it possible to one time frame only without doing top-down analysis? It is possible, and people do it. So, yeah, it is very possible. Joseph, thank you very much for being on the live stream, actually. I appreciate you for being here. But guys, make sure you tap the screen and also go into my bio. Sign up for Bybit because crypto is the future. If you have not yet known, yes, you're a trader, but having a crypto account is the way to go. It is the future. There are types of crypto exchanges, and Bybit is one of the best. That is why that link is in my bio. And you can even trade with it if you want. You can trade with Bybit. That is what I'm going to be doing when I get enough number of people that are on there. So check my bio. If you don't know, send me a WhatsApp. My number is right there, guys. So you can always send me a WhatsApp and then we see. Yeah. But you guys don't like easy things because someone said that my method is too easy, but you guys don't like easy things. You want the complicated ones. You think they'll make you the most money, yet it is false. Even easy ones make you a lot of money. But that is why most people say it is up to you who is trading. Which currency pair is best for beginners? I think GBP USD. That is just my mindset. GBP USD is the best one for a person to start. Because for me, when I started, of course, every beginner will go to Euro USD. and GBP USD, and also gold. Then gold will discipline them, and then they will hate it. Then they will pick one of the two that has made them the most profits. That is the cycle of trading. You can't, it is the cycle. But now, of course, when you see other pairs, you say, okay, this one is good, a good pair like that. But also starting with indices I would encourage anyone to start with, S&P or something, because they move really, really well. Jeff UG, I'm doing okay. What is the capital? What do you mean? What is the capital? Which capital are you talking about? Capital to trade, a capital city of a country. Um, but yeah, I'm here to answer questions, trading questions. I feel like there is a knowledge gap. Like a lot of people don't have the knowledge of trading. That is why they keep on losing a lot of money. Thank you. And what is the best risk management strategy to use for $100 account? So consistency rule means what on proper account? Uh, so the risk management strategy on $100, because the culture for $100, when someone puts $100 on an account, they want to flip that. They really want to go ahead and flip it, turn it to 150, 200, 300. That is the goal. That is why it is actually a bit difficult to trade 100 than someone who has maybe, let us say, 5,000, 1,000. It is much easier because someone with 1,000 will make $100 and they will feel like they are making progress. But someone with $100, making $10, they feel like it is not, they have not done anything, right? I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to tell you. They feel like it is not ideal. So they have the flipping mentality. I can make it to 100. And of course you can, but then you're not trading. You're just, messing around. So it is tough. What is the longest you have traded a funded account? Oh, I think like 3 months, bro. 3 months, but man, I have a student who has traded it for since last year, and it is funded. But now, man, a whole year. Damn. So it really depends on on your trading and how, you know, how you're going to trade that funded account. But definitely, it shouldn't be too long, I think. Trading an account shouldn't be like too long, bro. Like, because you can take 2 years and then blow it, and then what? Hmm? So it is tough either way. But according to your trading style, if the market conditions are favorable, you shouldn't take long. You can even pass it in a week or two, you know, and then go to another phase. So let us all take trading seriously. This week is in the middle. You can pass whatever account you have at the moment, and then next week you on to the next step. Answering consistency rule. Answering GFUGFX. Consistency rule is they tell you that you shouldn't make this more than this amount of money per profitable day. For example, they can tell you shouldn't make more than $500 for maybe 4 days. That means your profit target is around $2,000, right? And they give you 4 days. So the 4 days, maximally, you should make 500. If you go above 500, you're breaking the consistency rule. You're not consistent. You're not consistent. If today you make like 700, then the other day you make like $20. Huh? So you have to be consistent with the profits you're making. That is the only explanation of the consistency rule. You have to be consistent. Like maybe today you make 400, then the next day you make like 500, then the other day you make like 450, and then another day you make like 400. So there you are consistent, right? It is below 500, but not today like you make $1, then another day you make like 1,000. So there you're not consistent, okay? Yeah. Well, if I make more, do I get breached? You do not get breached, but then, for example, if you make more, then that means the other days you also have to make the same that you made around that price. You have to make around that price. For example, if you make 1,000, my network is terrible. But if you make like 1,000, that means the other days you also have to try to achieve that 1,000. You get what I'm saying? Anchored. I hope you get what I'm saying. I understand. I traded my $100 account to $210 in 2 weeks and then blew it all in one day. It was really painful for me. Yeah, that is the problem. And when you start, like, your gold is still selling at the moment. It is still selling. So for me, I would have had another, sell entry, but of course this was important, but I wanted it to be like, I wanted it to get to here. This line, if you see it, to sell, but it did not. Just used this. So actually you encourage us to not to overcomplicate trading and try to make it as simple as possible. I work a 9 to 5 and I failed to watch ICT. ICT is difficult, bro. If you work a 9 to 5, you have to understand, that you do not want to complicate things because your job is already complicated. Ivan, like your job is already complicated, so you do not want to overcomplicate your trading stuff. That is why you pick a simple strategy, something simple, and you get out of it, bro. You stick to it, you learn the ins and outs, and I promise you, you're going to get out of it more than even people who know all the complicated stuff. Be simple, trade, make a loss and say, okay, I lost here because of this and this. You understand that sometimes it is yourself that, you're trading against. But for me, simplicity is paramount. Bro, why does my network keep, breaking? You see, you put in like 100, you take it to 200, 300, then you blow that. You blow that account. The cycle continues. But for example, if someone is, has a good account, like, 1,000, 2,000, and they are trading that, making 200 around that, maybe they lose 100, then they make like 400, then they lose like, 150, something like that. Those people are actually trading and making progress. Yeah. Those people are trading and making, and that is what we all should be doing. That is what most of us should be doing, and that is what we should be looking at when we are trading. But I hope everyone is doing good on this Wednesday night, because it is already night on my side. But you should send me a WhatsApp if you're interested in trading. Send me a WhatsApp, then we can have a conversation on how you can go forward. Those ones that I've not yet responded to, I'm sorry, but I'll get back to you as soon as I can, definitely, because I want everybody to improve, to try to be better and get something out of trading, because it is the best opportunity that you could have. Because look, there are different opportunities in life. There is trading. You could trade prop farms, you could trade CFDs, you could trade futures, you could trade crypto. Trading is such a huge opportunity that is right there for you, and it also has different segments. You could be a trader, you could be someone who works with traders. There are many. mm. And then, for example, other opportunities that could be there in life. Content creation is also such another opportunity that is there. mm. A lot of young people are getting into content creation, and it is something huge. For example, myself, I'm also a content creator. You do not have to be a dancer, right? Oh, I have to dance, like, oh, that is content. No. Sometimes, for example, you could just be an adventure guy. Go into the bush, record a video of you in, like, Americans do it so well that we Africans should copy some of these things. Mm? There are people who go, camping, and then they record videos. They go, like, exploring, they record videos. You could do that sort of stuff, right? Or you could be like me. I'm also a content creator who creates, trading related stuff. Like, I create trading related content, right? I sit here, I talk to you guys, but I'm not just talking to you. I also have a strategy. mm. Ivan is enjoying the live session. Thank you very much, man, for enjoying the live today. I appreciate you for enjoying this live. Just that the network is really misbehaving, but I hope you are also enjoying the live stream. It's on and off, but there is nothing to do. Those are the benefits of staying, in Africa. You face a lot of challenges when you're trying to do something. But since I started trading, I told my wife I want to be using 30% of my monthly salary to fund my account. But she refused and doesn't approve of my trading career right now. Mm. Now, Joseph, you see, of course, she can't support you, and she will be the first beneficiary of your trading if it works out, right? But you have to understand that she's not going to support you, right? But it is a calling you have to fulfill. Mm? It is a calling you have to fulfill. For example, you do not go against her. You do not, there is no point in fighting with your person who you are with. But you have to find a way. Like 30%. Now, maybe the prop farm, that's where the prop farm comes in, Joseph. Like, you have to find a way of trading a prop farm and making it work. Mm? Like, you have to be very, very patient and to try your level best not to, like, trade without, telling her, oh, I'm trading now, you see, I've made a loss today, those things are going to set you back a bit. But just know it is a personal journey. Learn trading prop firms and how you can trade them better. And the thing of finances, don't over, tell I think, I'm not saying you shouldn't share, but you should be like, okay, this is what I have, and you get a small fee from that and buy maybe a prop farm challenge, something like that. It can save you, because now if you start trading like 100, for example, if you made the 200, you get like 100, you buy a prop farm challenge, it could be a 10k or something like that. You trade that a little bit. I can't sleep, what should I do? Just turn off the lights and sleep. That is the only thing. Be like those army guys. Guys, make sure you like the stream, okay? Leave me a like. If you're on YouTube, leave me a like. If you're on TikTok, make sure you tap your screen. So that is the only way you can support the what? The stream, and support the creator. Yeah, but thank you guys for enjoying the live stream. We've seen gold broke the other low, but it rejected it. Now, of course, the analysis also changes. I don't know what it is trying to do, but we should be able to get a good move here. Maybe not. Tell me about prop farm. Prop farms these are companies that give you simulated capital for you to trade. For example, they give you the account and you have to prove yourself that you're a profitable trader. You don't just go and, no, you have to prove yourself that I'm good at trading and I'm profitable in my system. Then after that, they can give you the real funded account. Then whatever profits you make from that, you share with the company. Like you take 80%, they take 20%. But these are all simulated funds. They are not like real. What is the best prop farm? I think FTMO is the best at the moment. I don't know, I could just be biased, but FTMO, I've done reviews on YouTube. Guys, make sure you go and watch it. Anchored, go and watch my YouTube videos. I'm talking about prop farms every day. I made a review about FTMO. I made a review about Funded Next. I made a review about Funding Pips. I made a review about the 5%ers. Today, I just uploaded a video about Got Funded. A prop farm I've done worked with and traded for a very long time. Tell me about prop farm. Okay. Do give you punishments for not following your rules or systems? Yes, you breach the account. What they give you is a test. Like, it is a test you pay for. It is like an examination. Like, they give you a set of rules which you have to read through. A bunch of rules. Then they tell you, these are our rules. If you breach one, you have lost the account. So you have to find hard not to do what? To breach any of those rules. That is gold that you see on the chart right now. Okay, thank you, brother. Since last year, June, I started following you, and you have been a great motivation to me. I really hope to meet you one day when I become profitable, to appreciate and thank you well. I appreciate that, Joseph, and you're my namesake, which is wonderful. You are my namesake. What the hardest thing I find to do is to convince you guy that is there, that it is that trading prop farms is something that is going to work out for you. It is definitely going to work out, but convincing you, it is hard because you've tried your level best, you're not seeing things happening. It is tough. You're like, oh my God. So it is very hard to try and convince you because you're experiencing it and you're not profitable. And I also went through the same thing, and it was hard to tell me because I would be like, oh my God, will this thing even work out, or I'm wasting my time? Am I wasting my time, or am I like So, but I try at my level best to tell you that it will work out, and you'll be profitable. The problem, you won't even remember that I try to encourage you, but know that you are going to make it. Know that it is going to work out, and everything will be for the best. Godfunded has a very high 1-star rating on Trustpilot. Yeah, I know the reason. Actually, Godfunded should look for me to try and market them, because all those 1-star ratings, they come because of a certain reason. Godfunded, it has marketed very aggressively. hmm, Very, very aggressively to a lot of people. It markets this $1 account. I'm here, they give you $1, they do like this and this. So all those things have affected it on Trustpilot. But if you ask me, is it a good, genuine prop firm? It is, because I've traded it and I've got something out of their account. I traded their 50K account. So, Applauser, I know you have a lot of questions. Why do you have a lot of questions? What is your real job? What is your net worth from trading? What is your net worth from trade? Come on. I know this Applauser guy. He is the one who will ask these questions. Which percentage is safe to be making bi-weekly on a live account? What is your view on this? So, which live account? You have not told me the account balance. You have not told me. So, I would need to know all those things. And talking about prop farms, I would like to try one. Can you recommend, please? First, learn what is a prop farm, how does it work. Actually, from here, go on YouTube and search about a prop farm. First, learn about it. Like a 50K live account. Let me tell you, with a 50K account, if you're in anywhere in the world, it can save your ass, bro. You just have to take 3 trades. 3 winning trades are enough on a 50K account, and you are like in 3K. You get the payout. You are like in 2K. You get the payout. You don't wait for 10K on a 50. No, no, no. So, because even me on a 50K, sometime one day I made 1,000. I was like, just give me this, because the way I've struggled from drawdown, imagine from breaching the account, and then you get to a profit of 1,000. I'm like, just give me the money, bro. So, because on a 50K account, you risk around 800 to 1,000. Because if you lose 1,000, then why are you still trading? You come back the next day, bro. You have been trading for 6 years. How much money have you made after you subtract the money you have spent on accounts? Yeah, so I actually made those videos. And I'm still in the blues, in the greens. I'm still profitable. Yeah. They even wrote an article in Business Insider about me. So you should be able to see that. You should be able to see those videos. Yeah, but Boris, I hope I'm helping. Boris Paul, 50K account is so good. For me, I had it with FTMO. One time, story time. Let me wait for network to come back. Oops. Oh my goodness. That was tough, bro. My phone just fell. Yet I'm doing a live stream. Oh my God. Why is the network so poor today, man? Okay, it is back. The network is poor, but it's back. Somalian guy, how got a payout on a 5K? Man, a 5K is tough to get a payout, bro. These small accounts, they are very, very tough to get a payout. Because even me, I'm trying a 10K on funding pips. But, bruh, what is the best strategy to come out of drawdown? Man, the questions are tough today. The questions are tough, but why is the network so bad, man? The network should be good. Anchored. My network is very bad. I don't know what is going on. Coming out of drawdown. Coming out of drawdown is tough, but you have to have the same mindset that you had while you're getting into the drawdown. Because if you change a lot of things, if you change too much, I think things might go south. But you have to know that it is a probabilities game. Sometimes the drawdown is going to come and it is going to take you out. Other times you're going to come out of it. So there is no like thing I can say, because I could tell you that you reduce your risks, your risk to reward, you reduce your lot size, dynamic lot sizing. It is all, it is good, it can turn you out, but for me, the best thing that has worked for me is just staying, put and, trading the same way I did. You get one trade and it brings you back to life. You get one trade and it does bring you back to life. So sorry guys about the network, but I hope it is being resolved. I'm still here on this live stream, and what you can do is like the stream. There is nothing you lose by liking the stream, guys. Okay, it is the only way you can support the channel and also support the creator. Today you breached 2 accounts. That's a lot. Anchored, it's a lot. You see, that is the bad thing about trading small accounts. I'm sure they were small, maybe like 5K or 10Ks. Maybe not 10Ks, like maybe 5Ks. Like the way you're trading these prop farms is, I won't say maybe like ridiculous, but 2 accounts in one day is not ideal. So what did you breach them to? What was like the cause of the breach? 10 and 5K. Yeah, small accounts are tough. Can you please talk about losing streaks and how to come out without damaging your emotions? Bro, man, losing streaks are tough. Sometimes the market is just, bro, and it even damages the way you trade. Because I've had one recently on the small account. Man, losses were coming, but another time, I was busy with life. But losing streaks are very damaging to the way you trade. That, like, your psychology, they affect your mentality. But how do you, get out of it? You have to stay calm. You have to know that, okay, this is a losing streak. It does happen. And if your losses, you can defend your losses. There is something that we can call you defend your losses, not just entering and losing, then entering again. That's not how it is done. You come to the market, you analyze, everything is in line. You say, I'm taking this trade because the price has done this, and my system tells me when it does this, you do this. So this is why I'm entering. I've put my stop loss here because, this is this. So now when you lose such a trade, it happens. It does happen. And now if you keep on losing after doing all that analysis, that is what qualifies to be a losing streak. Not just, okay, now it is, okay, now let me enter. That is not a losing streak. The losing streak you can defend. So now a person who is in a losing streak, who is like this one, who can defend their losses, at least can do what? Has the mentality is still there. Mohammed, you're back. Welcome back. So the mentality is still there. You are losing, but at least you can defend your losses. Then there is one who is, most of us are just trading on vibes, right? Like anchored. Maybe today, I've not traded since last week. Now let me enter here. You enter, you say, oh, let me take a buy. Since I've not traded in a long time and it has done this thing, let me enter. Yet it is not your strategy. Then when you lose that one, it is just on vibes. So you cannot do what? You cannot really defend that loss. So let us try our level best, even if you're losing, but try every trade to be like, at least I can defend this what? This trade. I'm sticking to my strategy, whatever my strategy tells me. For example, for me, whatever strategy I use, maybe trend line breaks or candlestick patterns or something, whatever it gives me, I say, okay, this trade has given me this and I'm entering because of this and this. Then I enter. Win or lose, I entered because of that. So you find yourself, you can easily get out of such a losing streak than just entering on vibes, because when you enter on vibes, it doesn't end. But some of you have ICT or smart money. You enter, then another day you're entering, demand and supply. Sometimes you don't wait for price to come back to your fair value gap or order block, whatever. You don't wait. So yeah, getting out of a losing streak, that is something that you will do very well if you can defend your trades. Alrighty. How are you, Santiago? Steve, I hope you're good, man. Mohammed, yes, I'm there. I'm in Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi, the land of milk and honey. Very beautiful land, man, Abu Dhabi. It's a beautiful country. I think it is very hot at the moment. Small accounts are tough. Which size do you recommend? The size to trade on a small account. Bruh, man, even me, small accounts are tough for me. It is like, let me explain to you. It has been very easier for me to pass a 50K account compared to the smaller ones. It is the same hassle. For the 50K account and the small accounts, it is the same. You even struggle more with the small accounts, bro. Like a person trading a 50K account, the one with the 5K struggles more. Thank you, boss. And please, can I use more than 3 strategies to trade the same account? You can, they cannot refuse you, but maybe you'll lose. You'll be confused. Maybe this strategy loses, and this one also loses, and this one loses. So then what will you do? You have to combine them to give you something that is, concrete. That is why when you see someone says, maybe I trade smart money, it is a group of a lot of things: fair value gaps, order blocks, price action. It is a collection. So yeah, You have to collect a lot of things to create your what? Your strategy that you use. You have to gather a lot of things. Guys, make sure you go into my bio and you click the link. There is a Bybit account. Let us Crypto is the way you're going to transact your money. To buy prop farm accounts, it is the safest way. So sign up for Bybit. There is a challenge we are coming up with soon. Use my link in the bio. All those who want mentorship, that are tired of losing, you can send me a WhatsApp, then we can discuss further how we can help you all help each other. Because even me, I'm gaining experience from you guys, but we speak well. Talk about funded next. Nashirab, greetings. How are you today? I hope you're good. Santiago, but I have a problem. Since 2003, Italy, all cities are blackout and shut down once again. What happened in Italy? Like electricity went off? Electricity went off. What is the difference between a drawdown and a losing streak? A drawdown happens on an account. Like if on a prop farm account, you could be in, like, there is break even, which is like they give you a 10,000 account, right? And if you lose 200, you are in drawdown because you have lost 200. Now you have 9,800, right? You are in drawdown. That is, you need to make 200, so you go back to break even, and then make 200, you go into profit. So when you go back into the negatives, you are in drawdown. But a losing streak, today you come, today is Monday, you sit on the chart, you lose. You say, oh my God, you go to sleep, you come back tomorrow, you enter another trade, you lose again. You're like, oh my God. Then you go and sleep. Then you come back on Wednesday. You enter another one. Again, you lose. Then you go and sleep. Then you come back on Thursday. You enter another trade. You lose. That is a losing streak. Like you have added up a streak of losses. So that is a losing streak. I hope you understood that. My friend Joseph, very interesting questions you have. Talk about funded next. What is there to talk about? Funded next is a good prop firm. They have both CFDs and futures. I've worked with them, like I've traded funded next accounts, and they are good. Nothing has changed, even if they receive a lot of backlash. I think they are still a good prop firm, one of the best in the business, actually. One of the best. That means there are a number of good ones. But make sure you follow the creator, guys. Like Agu followed the creator. So even if you're there and you've not yet followed me, make sure you follow the creator. Musao Maweji. Follow me. Because I have a doctor, actually. A doctor friend who trades, and they are getting payouts from FTMO. Because you trade with a cheap, prop firm, like got funded next, funding pips. Then when you get the money, you trade with a bigger one, like FTMO. FTMO is the only big one I know, and they are quite expensive, but it is worth it. What currency is that? This is gold, XAUUSD. So thank you guys for following me, and also those who have followed me. I train people how to trade, right? I teach people how to trade in a very good way. So that is why my number is right there on the screen. You can reach out to me at any time and ask me about trading. Jump on a call and we can discuss, which strategy do I use? I use trend lines. It is a very simple strategy, but it is effective, and that is the goal for any trader. I know most of you want to trade like you're building a rocket, yet maybe you're not profitable with all that knowledge. But for me, I try to keep it simple and try to be effective and find a way for a person to just get some things out of the market, like get money out of the market and try to build a life, a career in trading, right? You just went on Bybit and I'm verified. What's next? Ah, okay. I'll tell you what is next. I'll just send me a WhatsApp. Tell me I registered with your link and this is what we are going to do. Joshua, now you did not, bro, but thank you for the comment. I appreciate you for that. Okay, hate finding pips of not allowing me to hold trades during weekdays. Weekdays, they allow you probably weekend. You mean weekends? Yeah, weekends are tough because sometimes it opens up with a gap. You know, that weekend gap is very dangerous. Probably they are saving yourself. They are saving you from breaching your account. That is why, holding trades over it is nice, but sometimes, bro, it doesn't work in your favor. So one of my guys says they trade a loudspeaker strategy. Which strategy is that? Loudspeaker. I've never heard of that one. Then we had one who trades what? Nyondo strategy. Man, Nyondo strategy, maybe it works. Nyondo strategy is also there. Which strategy am I using? Me, I'm using trendline breaks, bro. Just trendline breaks. Simple, but Nyondo strategy. We explained it last time, like it is the hammer strategy. I take Kasari. Man, I've never. Where do you guys get all these strategies from? Kasari. Now, which one is Kasari? First, tell us, because we've never heard what Kasari is, bro. But because Nyondo, it is it Nyondo or what? Musumari. I'd forgotten. The fellow trades Musumari strategy. Man. That is why, I like such people. Do you know why? I like such people who don't overcomplicate stuff, right? They are just like me. When I see Musumari, I enter. Ella, I see your message, but I'll respond to you very soon when I'm what? When I'm free, because the messages are coming on here. So thank you very much, Ella, for the WhatsApp and registering with my Bybit link. Guys, also, if you're out there, register with my Bybit link. So what Bybit is, it is a crypto exchange, right? You can use it, to deposit and do that, and also trade. You can trade on Bybit. It has a lot of services, guys, so it is not just a one thing. And it is good for you, and it is also good for me. But we shall talk more for those that are registering with my link. What is Musumali Ivan Wash Trades? What is your job? Man, you guys, you don't know that trading is a job. The problem, most of you are still, looking at it as something that you can undermine. But my job is, I'm a counselor or a therapist. I do a bunch of things, by the way. For how many years? I was actually, my boss was here and I talked to them on the live stream. My former boss, I talked to them on the live stream. But my job, basically, I'm a counselor. A counselor who is a therapist, like who, talks to people and helps them improve their life. That is why you find a lot of comfort talking to me, because I studied this. Yeah, I studied this. That is why most of you are saying, oh, I'm enjoying the live stream. You don't know that what I'm doing, I studied. Anyway, yeah. But Musumari is a real strategy, I think. I don't know much about it, but there is a famous YouTuber, I think, in Uganda who does it. How do you use that app, sir? What do you mean by that? Um, Thank you, brother. Anytime I listen and watch to your videos, you make trading look so easy. I do make it look easy. It is not easy, but it should be. Trading should be easy. Let no one complicate things, because the more you complicate it, the worse it gets. The goal, I don't like when people say, "Oh, I want to make money. It is about making money." Nah, it is not about that. Trading is much more like just making money. It is spiritual. It is something. Anyway, let me not get into that, right? But it is just much more than making turning a profit. Mm. Where can I get your Bybit link? On my TikTok bio, or you can go to my video for Bybit on YouTube, and the link is right there in the description. Okay. Win rate or risk to reward, which is better? Please explain. They are both important. Like, you have to have. Most people are obsessed about those things, guys. Don't be one of those guys who are obsessed about, win rate. My win rate is this. Don't be too much. Anyway, I won't discourage you, but they are both important. They are quite important, because a risk to reward will help you. You can take 1 to 1s, 1 to 2s, or even 1 to 10. Some trades you can ride them up to 1 to 10. But so that the win rate will come out of that. Your win rate will come from that. And there are apps that can help you, track all those necessities. But I don't think it is quite important for a person, unless you want, to pursue some things, like you have investors that you have to show, oh, this is my win rate, sir, give me $1 million, I trade. But I think most of us are not yet there. Most of us are just doing retail. Oh, I have $100, you put in. I have $1,000, then you put in and trade. I think you won't need those things. Again, my network is misbehaving, guys, but do not worry. Oh, it is back, I think. It is back. So, what you think gold tomorrow? Now, this is going to be important, because I don't know if it is going to break this structure to the lower. If it breaks, then we wait and see the continuation tomorrow, because you have seen it has broken through and rejected. I don't know if there is anything else below this side. No, not necessary. Man, it is there. Let me first put a line and see. Let me first draw a line and see here. Then try to first go back. Okay. My network is misbehaving. I had my winning rate of 45% from funding pips, and I've got payouts 3 times, but now I'm in drawdown of 7%. My craft is no longer working. It will work. Don't give up on your craft, bro. Your craft will work again. Someone is asking, so do you buy on your box? They are down. No, these are just levels that I'm marking out. I'm not buying. I should really get a prop farm account. Yes, sir. You should definitely get a prop farm account, but just also learn how to trade it well. Don't just, it is not a matter of getting a prop farm account. It is a matter of learning how to trade it well. I should trade with you guys a prop farm account, but I want a 50k, not just any what? Any account. I want to, I don't know how I'll do that. But we have a challenge, guys. Make sure you go into the link in my bio, sign up with my Bybit link, and then wait for the next communication. We are going to turn 100 into something significant so that we can buy, a prop farm what account that is significant, and then we shall turn that into some good amount, right? So buckle up, guys. But the sellers are in control at the moment. Actually, I would even sell at that point, but just that it has oversold, so I don't want to be in the market right now. Which prop farm account size do you recommend? 50Ks are good, but they are too expensive. That is the problem. People couldn't afford them. So if you can't afford a 50K, maybe you go for a 10. You could go for a 10K and try to use that, right? Brother Joseph, thank you once again, but you mentioned something about trading being spiritual. Can you please explain more in that direction? Joseph, so, we human beings are spiritual. We have God, somewhere above there. And when we are trading, I think we face a lot of challenges that face a trader. Not just, you'll have the technical analysis, you'll do your analysis very well, but when a setup happens, you don't enter. Like you're like, no, I'm not going to enter this one. And it goes to your direction. Then when you see the market, then you'll be like, I missed my setup. Let me enter here. And you'll enter very quickly. Very fast, actually, you'll enter it, which is not even in your strategy. So there are a lot of, I think, forces that you fight as a trader. There are a lot of forces you fight as a trader. There are a lot of things that happen that are beyond, just your normal understanding. And sometimes a person might not realize them until later on, when they are very frustrated, they want to quit, until they find someone who tells them that, it is not just a normal thing. It's not just entering. You see, I entered, I bought a Lambo. No, it is something, I think, way big and heavier than the surface things that we talk about here. Yeah, Charlie, I remember you. Yeah, we used to play Fortnite together. I remember you, my friend. But Joseph, that is just the simple explanation I can give you about why I said it is, trading can be spiritual. It is spiritual. And I believe that, it is more than just, you taking trades and making a loss, then of course you come back, you make a win. There is more things. That is why, even in trading, we need to like cultivate a relationship with our God, man. We need God for his guidance when we are trading. Not God to give us profits like, hey, give me a signal. Please, God, give me a signal. Not in that way. But like you need to cultivate, bro. There are many things we can talk about. Like it is your whole self, as a person, the way you're trading. But it is too deep, man, to just go into it. It is too deep to just be here and talk about that. But yeah, we can talk all day. Joseph, we can talk all day about trading, about what I think of things, and it is not simple. because most of us take it as a joke. We are like, okay, I've entered a trade, okay, it has hit a loss, but you don't observe these patterns that are happening to you as a person. You see your setup, you say, no, let me not enter it. Then after you see, oh, it is dropping, you see another setup which is not in your category, you're like, let me just enter this one. Why do you think that happens? Because you have to think about all these things. Why do you think it has happened like this? Why do you think, this is what I've done instead of me doing the right thing? So you always have to be trying and thinking about things. You don't just have to, okay, now I'm on the chart, okay, buy, okay, now sell, okay, I'm using this strategy. No, it is way more than that. So I hope you get what I mean by that. That is my simple explanation, bro. Yep. But Charlie, thank you for visiting the TikTok. Can you shout out my TikTok? Charlie, are you the one who plays the block it? I don't know. But I don't know how to shout you out on TikTok. I don't know how you want me to do that, but I'll do it if I find time. Thank you. So since trading is spiritual, can someone use juju or voodoo to master trading and become profitable? I don't think so. I don't think so. Like, the word spiritual doesn't mean, in that context. The word spiritual doesn't mean, in that context. Not in that. Spirituality means something else. Like, it is more of a relationship with yourself and with your God. So, yeah, Martin, I've seen your TikTok. Thank you for sending me a message. I'll respond to you when I can. But yeah, the guide, you spoke a very strong and sensible truth about trading. Thank you very much, bro. Yeah, it is a lot of things I think about. And even you as a person, you should be able to think about those things. So you can't use all those things. You can't use, I don't have like a huge idea about, the juju or voodoo to master trading. I don't know. I've not cultivated. It is not my specialty. But me, I've calculated that, you know, cultivating or digging a relationship with God, can help improve your trading. Because trading is a very lonesome game. Like, it is a lonely game. Most of you don't want to admit that. Oh, me, I'm in a group, we meet here, we enjoy, like, do this. But for a person who is not profitable, to become profitable, it is a very lonely game. Like, not even a mentor is going to save you in that direction. Like, most of you get mentors. Like, you people who come to me, the first thing I tell you is, I'm not going to be your, like, Jesus or Savior. It is you who is supposed to save yourself. It is because you will meet me like for 40 minutes, and then the rest of it is for you. I'm not going to complete everything for you, no, because I'm also on my own journey. Ismail, how are you? I hope you're doing good, man. What's the hidden role most firms don't show, but at the end affect payout? The hidden rules most prop firms don't show, like stacking positions on each other. I think they use that a lot. Also using a free VPN. Those are things, excuse me, those are things that most people undermine. You could use a free VPN, you reach a payout, they tell you no, we are not paying you. You could just stack some positions on each other. You reach a payout, they tell you, no, we are not paying. So, and it is very hard to know such things, my friend. So you mean you can't consult the help of a spirit being to master trading, right? It's purely discipline and dedication. Uh, I don't it, I answered what I think at the moment. You cannot, like, you can't, it is you. Mm? You yourself are a spiritual being. You're a spiritual being because you have, you're a spiritual being. So you have to consult yourself. It is you against the markets. What God can help you do is transform yourself as a person so that you see the market different. Like you see, you don't rush into the decisions, you're not panicking. That is what God can help you with. But Joseph, thank you for your questions. They are very, very important. And I know a lot of people have those questions, but I don't know what you believe in, but yeah, I don't think, those things can help you, like on the charts, they can't. Which bank can you use to receive that trading money? I don't know. Which country are you? It depends on which country you're in, but all banks you can receive. And if you go to the link in my bio, you can sign up for Bybit. It's a crypto wallet, right? Sign up for Bybit so that you use crypto to, like, you can even receive on your or anything. Yeah, you can receive on anything. Swing and substructure marking. Okay, bro. Thank you. Are you married? What does your wife think about your trading life? Bruh. You want me to run away from here? Those questions are tough, bro. Yes, I'm married. I'm married, but things are not easy, my friend. Things are not easy. I hope that answers you. But what do they think of trading? Like, if you have a partner, hmm, a partner has what they think of trading shouldn't even affect you. Because if you know the opportunity that trading has, what even your grandmother thinks won't matter. What will matter is when you start making the profits, they will be the happiest. Even if they told you, I don't like you, what you're doing, it is not good, you're wasting money. When you get a payout, before you even say, okay, I want to reinvest this, they will be like, oh, let us enjoy. So you just have to pursue whatever you want to pursue, man. Because that is what life is all about, bro. Life is short, actually. So if you feel like trading is your calling, then you have to pursue it, bro. Yeah, if trading is your calling, you have to pursue it with all your might. You almost fought your man. I know, even me, I had those issues. But, you don't have to fight them. Like, just, you have to cut them off trading. Like, Byron, how are you feeling today, boy? I'm good, man. I'm better. The live stream is vibrant, just that the network is the issue now. But everything is good. But I was saying, you don't have to fight like the guy. You have to cut them out of trading. For example, if you have a partner, and you of course, you want to tell them everything. Like, I'm trading, you can make money, you're excited. But I would encourage people to just take it as a personal project. Don't tell your family, oh, we are trading. No, no. It is tough because what a person who is not trading will be like, they used to ask me this question a lot. Like, how much did you make today? Bro, you're losing. And people asking you how much. Me, that question used to piss me off a lot. Like, even up to now. Someone who doesn't trade, then they come, how much have you made? Man, I feel very frustrated. I'm like, bro. That is why I am encouraging you. Like, do not like tell people too much. It is, you have to lock in. I know you want to, tell them, man, I'm trading, it is exciting, you can, I'm just, but just keep it to yourself. Maybe you can come to such live streams and relax a bit. You tell us, maybe I made a loss today. Hmm? But if people know you're trading, you will take even like 4 years and you're not making profits. And people are asking you every day, how much have you made? You tell them I've lost, they don't understand. Why don't you just leave this thing you're losing? But when you know you're calling, and even you guys who are on here, you will trade and say, okay, it is not working out, and quit. After like 3 months, you will be back in the trenches. You'll be back, and then you've forgotten all the pace you had gained, so, and then you go into the loop again of learning, and then again you quit. So it is much better for you to decide right now that trading is for me, and I'm doing it to the level best I can. If it means me staying up the whole night, you should stay up, because it is going to be worth it. It is going to change your life. Like the people who are buying those cars, they are not joking. They are buying them. You can be here, oh, those ones are not making profits. They are like, but they trade and make profits. People have done it before, and they are not special. They are not special. They are people who have done it before. So someone is saying what you're talking about is addiction. It is a good addiction because you're reading charts, you're analyzing data. Most of you are even addicted to watching, God forbid, whatever you're addicted to. But if this is an addiction, then it is a good one. Like, you can say, oh, this person is addicted to praying to God, worshiping God. Let them be addicted to that, instead of being addicted to the things that people are addicted to, like, drugs, alcohol, pornography, whatever you are addicted to. This one would be good, and I would encourage you to do it. Yeah. Anyway, guys, this was a serious talk. Let us now chill. Let us relax, and let me first read some comments. You always tell us to use God funded, but you can't withdraw 3K. Why? But crypto, man, that question, I don't know what you're asking. But to withdraw from trading, you have to first trade and make profits. That is all I can tell you. But if you're saying I'm telling you to use God fund, try other prop firms. It is not by force. Hmm? It is not by force. If I tell you this, I'm not forcing you. I'm just recommending. Okay. I never knew anything about trading. I was sleeping when God woke me up at 1 a.m. in the night and told me to start learning about trading. But I'm facing so much challenges that sometimes I even want to give up. Yes, sir. If there is a calling, the challenges are there, bro. You just go to the Bible and read about anyone. Even Jesus himself, the Lord, faced challenges. So you should embrace the challenges and, cry and be like, okay, God, I'm facing a lot of hardships. I'm facing a lot of hardships. Talk to your God. Then God, come to a live stream like this that encourages you. So, like, no one had it a smooth sail. You should be proud. You should be happy that you even face the challenges. I know I might sound like abstract or unreal, but it is the truth. We will face challenges in this life, and that we can't escape that. Like no one. Look, I can start telling you from the beginning. Abraham, no, not Abraham, Adam. Adam faced a lot of challenges, the forbidden fruit. Then God punished them. You're going to suffer. You're going to work really hard for the money that is going to take care of your family. All that is suffering. Move on to, Joseph, the first Joseph, our namesake in the Bible. The guy was sold off by the brothers, imprisoned, and you think he was enjoying, oh, I'm in prison, bro. The guy was crying the whole night until God was like, okay, now you'll be an emperor or something, or a governor. Look, which other people? Noah himself. People were like laughing at him. Look at this crazy dude, he's building, and what is he doing? And people are laughing you as traders. Huh? They're like, look at these crazy people. Then the official's wife, who wanted things from the guy. That is right, Byron, man. So, challenges, I'm not underplaying the challenges we face in trading. Even me, I'm facing challenges, actually. David is such a good example. Noah, David, Solomon, all these guys faced a lot of hardships. So, we are not special when we face these hardships. We shall receive them, and we just have to cry to the person who made you, because we did not make ourselves. You cry to them and tell them, man, dude, these challenges are tough. What should I do? I'm feeling because even me, I have those. That is a simple prayer. I really take and believe your words. Can you explain about times you felt like giving up on trading because of the challenges? Like, when I felt like giving up, I did. Of course, I faced challenges a lot, and I cried. Actually, I did cry, but I did not feel like giving up, because for me, I understood I don't have many options, bro. When you're born in Africa, the options are very limited, man. Like, they are very limited, the options. You can ask Keith. I'll answer you, bro. Go ahead and ask your question. But for me, trading, however much I'm like, I'm feeling challenged. Giving up, it doesn't appear in my head. I can't. That, like, why give up? Because maybe you've lost. Huh? You just go back and think about life, and maybe like in 6 months you'll come back, right? Like 6 months, you say, I'll come back. Now, I know all these things are hard for you guys to take in, because like maybe the majority are not being profitable, like they have not made anything out of trading. So you're saying, this guy also maybe he just wants students. That is what most of you are saying. But trading can work. So I don't know. Those are my words. Okay. Yeah. Any other question? I think I've spoken too much. I talked a lot today. But it is what it is. Thank you. But do you think trading career can solve the unemployment in society? Yeah, it can. They are powerful words. Thank you, Byron. You always here encouraging me. Man, Byron. But do I think trading can solve them unemployment in society? Now, solving unemployment in society is such a big thing. It is a very, very big thing. But for example, these governments that we have, right? They can do things so that people can look at trading in a different way. Like people can get something out of trading. For example, I have experience. hmm? I have a lot of experience and I have a track record. I have the videos out there on YouTube where prop firms have given me life-changing, finances that to any person they would change their life forever, the direction of life forever. Hmm? For example, if these governments that we have of ours can find a person like me, I'm not the only one. There are plenty of people that are out there. Find a person like me, give me 100 people, hmm? Grill them through trading prop firms every day, grill them through trading prop firms. Let us say 100. Trading prop firms and trading them well because I have had the experience with me. I'm sitting on years of experience. Then what we are going to do, may give us, loans of trading prop firms, and we are going to be doing like 50K accounts, for 100 people. Maybe one is FTMO, funding pips. There 100 prop firms exist, and a bunch of these people are going to make profits. Let us say like 30 people make profits, right? And then this prop firm, and let me just keep quiet. You guys won't understand, but it is all here. The brain is cooking. A friend wants to trade, but in my names. Is that okay? Why don't they trade in their names? They shouldn't trade in your names because what if they mess up? For you, you can trade in your names. You can trade in your names. I'm still confused with HFM. HFM is a broker, I think. They are just a normal broker. They are not like anything like they are a broker, just like XNES, FBS. If I'm mistaken, you can tell me. Trading is like any other investment. It is. So that could be a will, because if I did it, if like 50 people do it, then you have like some sort of fund that rotates just through prop firms and personal capital. That is my goal actually that I want to do. A bunch of gentlemen that can trade and have a common pool of fund, because people have already done such things and they are now they are hedge funds there, and it is possible. But just that we have a lot of people who are saying, now this trading doesn't work, what, and they discourage a lot of young people who would make it work and benefit out of trading. So someone is asking, what is the difference between gambling, trading, and professional trading in the financial market? I've done a bunch of those. I've done gambling because gambling is has different variations. You can gamble, like say maybe which teams are playing. Maybe Portugal is going to win the World Cup. That is gambling. Like maybe this one is going to win this game or something. But trading is different. Trading involves, calming and also analyzing charts. There are different currency pairs. There are events that are happening in the world. Trading is very much different. And if you take it as gambling, you can, because you can gamble in trading. It is possible. You can be a gambler. Like, okay, now you come, now it is dropping. Boof. Now that is gambling. Oh, now it is going up. I've seen green. Boof, you put in a position. That is gambling while in trading. So they are quite different, and trading is very different from gambling. But a lot of people confuse it because they both involve risk, and it is people feel like it is very easy money, which is not true. It is not easy money, right? Yeah. So please talk about the importance of mentorship in trading. It is not a must that you have to get mentorship, but it is very important for you. It will cut short of the time for you will take to learn. So a lot of people will be like, I don't need the mentor. What? You will stay in your learning phase for a long time, maybe 5 years. Just count 5 years from now, and you have not got anything. But what mentorship does is you find someone who has benefited out of a prop firm, and then they can teach you slowly what they did to get there. And if you're lucky, you'll do it and also get there. So that is the important in a short period of time, maybe like 6 months or 5 or even less than a year. But imagine you're trading or you're learning on your own. Maybe you'll be lucky, you'll get something out. But a mentor cuts that short for you. That is the only role I see, just to give you direction, to be like your guardian in the markets, to be like, what you did there is wrong. Maybe you should try and, do this and this. Yeah, that is the role of mentorship in trading. It is quite important. I used to undermine it, but it is one of the most important things for traders. Because most of you, most of the people lose money, a lot of money that could have been life changing for you as you're trading, but because you want to do it on your own, you go and lose. I've lost 3,000. I've lost 3,000 in one trade, trading gold lot 50. Then after you come, okay, now I'm looking for a mentor. He says, you pay me $50. No, bro. Ugandan mentors are all a scam. They just benefit from you. They really don't care about your learning. It depends also on the mentor you get. That is true. I won't deny, they are not scams. There are some that could scam you, but they are also genuine mentors. The meaning that they are scammers doesn't mean they are genuine people. Actually, even in the industry, there are some genuine people who would want to see you win, who would take you on and try to make you profitable. But also, it doesn't mean that since I got a mentor, let me relax. No, that is the beginning of the work. Most of you are like, okay, I've paid Jose like $100. Now let me relax, and he does, bro. And actually, some of you are like that. You come now. I've got Joseph. He's a good guy. He's going to do everything for me. When you get a mentor, that is when your work begins. Your true work. But yeah, we tell you these things. Please talk about what is your most challenging experience in trading prop firms? Yeah, the most challenging experience was like when I got my first funded 5K. It was 5K. And then the next day I blew it. I'm like, damn. Bro, the excitement. They even, what these prop firms do? They even give you a certificate. This trader is extraordinary. What, bro? Then after that 5K, I didn't even get any more funded for like 2 years, bro. I'm like, what the heck is this, bro? Man, trading. Trading is just different. So that was a tough experience for me, trading prop firms. Of course, I'm a person who follows rules since childhood. I've been a fan of following rules. I'm not this type of, let me break them. No. I'm a guy who follows rules, so I have no problem with most of the rules. And I've not had problems being denied, like I broke this one, I did this. I've not had problems with that. And someone has asked me, how did I know that I became profitable? Bro, it was just obsession. I had lost 10K accounts. I went to 25. Then 25, I lost. On this 25, it was a very defining moment because I was almost there. I got one strategy, the simplest one. I said, I'm sticking to this. I was almost there. I went to phase two and boom, I failed. Then I improved a little bit. I said, let me go for 50. I went for 50. I did what I did on the 25. I'm like, okay. But now I add this small chirungo. I added something in there and boom, I got a payout. And after that, I continuously started getting payouts. And then after that, then I missed some months, and then after the continuation happened. Yeah. Thank you so, boss Joseph. I really learned a lot from you today. I'm inspired and motivated. God bless you, and more tip in Jesus' name. Amen. I'm leaving for church service. Pray for us, bro. Thank you very much. Say that whoever, pray to God that whoever does what was on this live stream, God, touches their lives in a positive way. Right? That is what we all want. We are not commanding, but we are requesting God to, influence us and protect us in the best ways possible that He can. Thank you very much, Joseph, for being on YouTube. Actually, Joseph was on YouTube. That's where he was asking those questions from. And the people on TikTok, you guys are just laughing in the comment section. But Boris, I hope also you guys have learned. Stay blessed, my friend. Thank you very much. I hope you guys have learned one or two things from the live stream. Like I told you, we were sick. Actually, I fell sick and I took medicine. That is why the whole of last week we were not coming, but we are much better now, and we are looking at the charts. During the time I'm meeting students, I have a bunch of students. Guys, if you see me here, I'm very, very international actually. Let me see. The network is bad. The network is bad, but it is back. It is back, guys. So what I was saying, I hope you guys, enjoy a thing or two from these live streams that we do, and hope you learn something. Boy wants, how can I know how to trade? By learning. You go to YouTube, you can teach yourself the basics. I'm planning on doing something for beginners because, like, I've realized, like, teaching beginners one-on-one is difficult because they be like, how do I put in the trade? How do I put stop loss? Now, if this is stop loss, what does it mean? What is this take profit? I see TP. I don't see any take profit anyway. So people that are starting, they need like a video guide. They need a video guide of a course to show that this is what you start. You download this app, then you start. I need to show them all those things. But the network is proving to be stubborn, man. The network is proving to be stubborn, but whatever the case might be, we shall be here. So, ladies and gentlemen, you should learn how to trade. Ask Byron. Byron is the guy with the lamp on his TikTok. Ask him, and he knows what potential, trading has. Trading has a lot of potential. Actually, that is what I want to talk about. It can change your life. It can change your life for the best. And, I know most of you are like, me, I want to make money, what? But the freedom that comes with you being profitable is paramount. You can do whatever you want to do at whatever time you want to do. I'll not come here and say, jobs are bad, you shouldn't be 9 to 5. No, Jobs are good. They are going to help you out. They are going to help you out, fund your trading and learn and improve and be better, so that with time you get that freedom. And you shouldn't be like, oh, I want to be free. Free to do what? There is something you should also be aiming for. Like, not just be free and sit and be like, oh, now I can't do anything. No, you have to understand that trading is going to be a vehicle that is going to lead to your life where you want it to be. Because, man, this life is. Anyway, let me not take you into those things of. Because, yeah, the truth is you can be here today and tomorrow you're not. And, you have to create some sort of impact. Like, what do you. It's not about being remembered or something, but things that bring joy to your heart. Hmm? Things that make your heart feel happy. And it is fulfilling. For example, you see those footballers, when they go onto that field, they are in a certain type of zone that you don't understand. So we also have to pursue, as lay people, as normal people, we also have to understand which things like can we do that will give us that kind of mindset or joy. It could be, what could it be? It could be the simplest of things. Like, there are people who play, just imagine, there are people who play video games for a living, and that is their job. And here we are not embracing it. There are people who trade for a living. We even have them on this live stream. I myself am here. There are people who do charity for a living. So, guys, make sure you think about your life. Think about your life. It is quite important for you to think about your life and the way you're going to go forward with it. So trading is not just making money. It is the way you're going to transform your life. Anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you very much for listening. We appreciate you, and I hope you gained one thing or two. But I hope you guys are good. It's Wednesday. Probably the football game has started. Switzerland is playing what? So I'm going to let you guys go and enjoy the rest of your evening. Those who haven't followed me yet, make sure you follow me. And those, there are two games, Bosnia, Qatar, Switzerland, Canada. So, guys, those of you who haven't, go to my profile, sign up in my link with Bybit so that you join the winning team. Join the winning team by signing up with Bybit and my link in my bio. You, a long time no see. I'm an OG from Blocket Games. Oh, I see you, bro. I'm okay. I'm alright, man. How have you been? How is school, man? You should be sleeping at this moment. You should be sleeping at this moment, you OG of the stream. But I'm alright. Remind me your name, bro. Granit Xhaka with a yellow card. But anyway, guys, thank you for being here. I see gold. What is gold doing at the moment? Let me see what BTC is actually doing. because I'm very interested in BTC. Okay. Bro, I need a lot of screens. Byron, I need like 8 screens here so that I can see BTC, but now I have to click from BTC back to gold back. But if I have 8 screens, I can always see. Probably I should do a GoFundMe. 8 screens, eh? I see one screen for BTC, another screen for gold, another screen for GBP, another screen for S&P 500, another screen for. I want all that because I don't want moving, like clicking different screens. Like you want to see Earth, then you click. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Byron, for you every day is a good day, chatting with you on the stream, man. But I hope you're doing amazing. I'm also going to go off now. I think we've said what we had to say, but thank you very much everyone for coming on and chatting and being good people, because this live stream is for good people. You guys are good, and if you're not good, make sure you try your level best to become good, because that is what life should be. Just try to be good, man. Be good to people, be good to all 4 small ones. Actually 4 is a good number. I'll go on GG and see which ones they have. But thank you very much. Have a blessed night, guys. I'll see you in the next live stream. But for now, peace out and bye.
Reminder, the United States are back in action tomorrow for their final group match. It's against Turkey, who've been one of the major disappointments of this tournament, but they'll be hurting.